Hello everybody, it's Pete the Irish pilot, and I've come here to the departure area of Shannon Airport to meet a man who has got the most fabulous, wonderful, world-beating aviation gallery. It is Mr. Mike Kelly. Mike.
Hello Pete, pleased to meet you. How are
Very
you?
pleased to meet you, sir. You are a legend,
Thank
and
you
we'll
very
come
much.
to that in a
Thank
while.
you very much
Mike,
indeed.
very briefly, thanks for letting us look at this, and this is going to take some time to go around, but we'll vacuum pack it as quick as we can. Tell us a little bit about what you've got here.
Okay Pete, here we've got Concorde.
Yeah.
It was the original order list from 1964 till 1984.
Yeah, right.
The last people to pull out was Iran Airlines. They were the last people. So that was the demise of Concorde.
And how many aeroplanes of this model do you have in here?
Well, it is 33 aircraft. Yeah,
33
yeah,
Concordes in this glass box?
Yeah, in that glass
Wow.
box.
And how long
So-
did it take to collect?
It took a lifetime really, because they were drip fed. The idea was to get British Airways out there in modelling. They decided then afterwards, we'll do another one or two, and then it got to the point that they said, look, we'll do the collection slowly.
Yeah.
So the difference between me and somebody else was I stayed with it all down through the years.
Yeah, yeah.
So it took about 40 years
Good
to
man.
put the collection together. Started with BOAC.
Yeah.
Which is, I must say, my most amazing. I love it. So in this particular little piece, I think we have something very special. You won't see really much in the world.
It's unique.
Yeah, it's unique. Very
Like
unique.
yourself and the entire collection.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
noticed round here you've also got, dare I say it, a Virgin Atlantic one, which, having been an ex-employee, I never actually remember seeing in the fleet
Okay,
list, let
yeah,
alone
yeah,
the
yeah.
company operating it.
Okay. Well, there was a young Mr. Branson
Yeah.
when I was collecting these,
Yeah.
who had his teeth on the Concorde.
Right.
He said, as soon as I'm an established airline, I'm having Concorde
Right.
in Virgin.
And that's as big as it got.
That's as big as it got.
Except he did try to buy one for a very small
Yes,
price,
he
didn't he?
Yeah, he tried to buy one for. He tried to buy the fleet for a quid.
Yeah, yeah. So when the laughing
yeah.
stopped, they said no thanks.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
People like Pan American, TWA, 10, 12 each. All the other American airlines were on 6 each.
Do you not think at the time those were, well, if other people are ordering, we'll order, but we won't order too many and we'll always
Yeah.
have an out clause on it. It looks
Absolutely,
good,
yeah.
but
well,
we'll...
they seem to have kind of raced to the bottom of the pit with Concorde. So it got to the point they all had big heavy deposits on these aircraft, and that was it.
And did you ever yourself manage to set foot in Concorde?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
Where did you do
did.
that?
They were training here in the 1960s.
Right.
So you could sign, you get mum or dad to sign you off the insurance, and you could fly down to Newfoundland, and you could get off in a landing strip in a field. You could go into a barn, get a cup of tea and a biscuit, back onto Concorde and back to Shannon.
And you did that?
I did that, yeah, I did that.
Holy
in
Moses,
the
I've never
Yeah.
heard of that happening.
Yeah, that happened quite regularly here in Shannon. I actually remember French pilots coming around here asking people, would you like a flight in Concorde when they were training?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, people would give their eye tooth for that when, if there was one flying.
Absolutely. And I was a beautiful age, 16, very impressive, and I loved Concorde. Of course,
So how
you
many
know.
children would have been on there?
I would say half of Limerick was probably
Was it?
flew on Concorde, half of Clare flew, the other half of Clare flew in it.
So
Yeah.
the school attendance was a bit poor that
A
day?
little bit poor. And once in a blue moon you could see 4 here, or very often 3. Another time you'd see 4, maybe 3 Air France, 1 BA.
And it
Yeah.
made the teacups rattle when that thing took
Yes.
off. Awesome machine.
Yeah,
awesome
awesome,
machine.
yeah. Beautiful.
So tell us about this Pan Am one here, Mike.
The Pan Am badge
Yeah.
was actually a duty manager in the airport got the Pan Am badge for me in America.
Oh.
Great friend of mine, and Shannon, she's a duty manager. What an amazing person.
So this is basically the Tower of Concorde here.
Yes,
You've got
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
including President of the United States is Concorde.
They had 2 on order.
Right.
They had 2 on order, and once the other people pulled out, they all pulled out.
I don't think the present president is even going to manage to. He might have got a jumbo off the Qataris, but I don't think he's going to get a Concorde out of retirement.
No, I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't think
brilliant.
so. I don't think so. As much as you might like to. Yeah, I was doing a job for a pilot, an RAF pilot, many years ago, and the builder in the project, he was saying, Mike is very interested in aviation. He came over and started picking my brain anyway, so he said to me, come here. It was in a field. This contrail was coming up the sky, and I said, well, get a bit closer, you see. This is a long time ago. And he said to me, what's that, Mike? And I said, it's an Airbus A340-600.
Great jet.
Yeah,
Bit thirsty on the
beautiful
fuel.
Actually, she often still comes in, cargo.
Yeah,
She's
with
been here, yeah, she's been
the
here.
people from Bournemouth,
Yeah.
European Air Cargo.
European Air Cargo. I've
Yeah.
seen her here.
Yeah.
Sad to see her like that because she was so pristine.
But at least it's given them a new lease of life.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely. Beautiful plane, yeah.
yeah. And it had so much power, a bit thirsty on the gas,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was a great jet.
Beautiful aircraft.
Yeah, great stuff. Let's have a look round. Now, Mike, here's a very interesting aeroplane. Everybody loves this Antonov.
Yes,
and I see
yes.
you've got a wonderful model of it here.
Yeah.
Has it visited Shannon?
It has visited Shannon many a time. This is kind of regular in Shannon.
Really?
The 225, that's the 124.
Yeah.
The 225 was pretty regular plane to Shannon.
Right.
Dmitry Antonov was the captain on board.
Really?
Friend of mine,
Yeah.
by the way, lovely man.
So he operates the aeroplane himself?
No, it had one of its last visits to Shannon had come from Belfast.
Oh.
And she only barely takes off on enough of juice to get to Shannon. That's it. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
So it was bringing wind turbines. That was the last.
Because it always
last time
carries
it was
something that a normal aeroplane
Other
can't
than
carry.
that, we wouldn't be told.
Oh, okay.
You know. So,
Okay.
there you are.
Yeah, it's a wonderful machine. More and more people say,
Absolutely.
"Oh, I've just seen the Antonov,
Yeah,
just seen the
I've had it here
Antonov."
today in the
Yeah,
gallery.
yeah.
No, people ask me, say to me to have a second one. So I asked Dmitry Antonov, and he said, "No, Mike, we don't. We have a second fuselage, way smaller. Plus, he said, it's not in a great environment. It's already 50 years old.
Right, right.
It's not going to do it.
No,
You know,
it's not.
going to do it.
Okay. So, Mike, we've come to a corner of colour, I would call this. These are
Lovely.
from Down Under and a little bit of Southeast Asia as well. Talk us through these rather extreme colour schemes.
No, first of all, Pete, I was lucky to see this guy in Heathrow many years ago. Now, what the Australians used to do with these is obviously they're Outback liveries.
Yes.
So they did two 747s and they done a 737.
Right.
And that was it. So they used to use them on long haul to big airports.
Right.
All international airports. And
Yeah.
they used it as a kind of a nag for Qantas. That
Yes.
was the whole idea, even though they were so beautiful to look at. That was
Probably full of didgeridoos.
full of didgeridoos, yeah.
And the 737 they did
737
for
then,
domestic stuff.
Yeah, domestic within the big airports in Australia.
Brilliant, because the Japanese carriers and the Japanese people love Star Wars and they love
do,
Pikachu,
yeah.
and there never seems to be an end to them coming out the paint shop with a different.
Yeah, different level. You couldn't keep up to it now, in all honesty.
Not even Mike Kelly can keep up to it.
Mike Kelly could keep up, I don't think Shannon could.
See, it's a real estate issue, is it?
The collection is amazing, but without Shannon Airport, Shannon Airport has been so amazing to the journey. For me, outside of the gallery, I just love coming and meeting these people. They're just fantastic to me, you know, so got to say that.
I think the folk of Ireland, even the visitors coming in, will become affected by the hospitality and the warmth of the Irish culture.
Absolutely.
And to see something like this, which is unique, and then a man that is bedecked in all these badges, which we'll come to in just a second, is fabulous.
So we are very, very proud of Shannon Airport here in
No,
Shannon.
quite right
That's
too.
amazing.
Now listen, just before we finish, Mike, you've got some badges on here, many of them,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there are
yeah.
a couple that I want to draw reference to. They're right at the top here.
Funnily enough, that big one is the Secretary of State, Mr. Anthony Blinken. He's
Oh,
come
wow.
through Shannon in Air Force 2.
Really?
So I'd met
What
him
was that, a 757, the
It was a
C2?
Boeing 757
Yeah.
C2. He came to the gallery and just absolutely adored it. This
top
one
one?
here, John Travolta,
Oh.
who's a flyer. As
Yes,
you
I've heard of
know.
him, yes.
He comes to Shannon quite a lot.
Right.
He stays in castles in Ireland. And so
Does
forth.
he?
He does indeed. And he presented me with that.
And he flies himself into Shannon?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Flies
Yeah.
himself into Shannon.
Great stuff. Mike, it's been a pleasure to
It's a
meet you.
pleasure to
Thank
meet
you
you
very
too.
much
Was
for
it okay?
taking the time. It's fantastic.
Good on you.
Thanks very
Good on
much.
you.
All the best. So that's it for now from the... Oh, Mike's off. He didn't want to stay around. He's got another engagement to go to, to meet other people. But in the meantime, thanks very much. Oh, he's back. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
You must be Mike Kelly.
You must be Pete. Yeah, the guy
yes.
you're speaking to.
Yeah, that's
no,
the
I haven't.
fella.
No, I haven't.
All right, well, listen, thanks very much, Mike.
Take care.
And we'll
Take care.
speak to you again soon. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, or indeed if you did, drop a comment down below and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.